Good afternoon. Hi, and welcome to my webinar, The Inner Marriage. This is Lou Stinger. I'm your presenter, and this presentation is going to be how to prepare to meet your beloved in 2015. So again, welcome, and I urge you to put aside your phone or any other multitasking things that you might have going on while we're doing this webinar. And as we start, I'd like for you to take a couple of nice, deep, slow breaths. And just let the happenings and events of the day go out with your out breath, and just feel yourself as you're seated in your chair. Feel how your body feels. And take another nice, slow, deep breath. So again, welcome. I'm looking forward to presenting this to you, but I wanted to start with a little bit about my background. I became a fan of psychology way back in the 70s and have studied it most of my life. I had a great teacher in a community college in Texas, and I loved being a student, and I have all my life. After undergraduate school, I went into a master's program in psychology with an emphasis in marriage and family therapy, and really enjoyed that. The day after I graduated with that degree, I moved to Boulder. And here I found a very different climate for people like me, meaning people with a Master of Arts degree in psychology. I found out the hard way that the degree to have at that time was a master's in social work. There weren't really any jobs for a Master of Arts in psychology then. It was really tough to find one's way. So I got involved in nonprofits, and I actually started a nonprofit in Longmont, a women's resource center there, and did that for quite a while, as well as with other nonprofits. I was on boards of directors also. In the process of this, I found Naropa. It was Naropa Institute at that time, and discovered the practice of meditation, which I still do continue today, and find it's really valuable for my life. At Naropa, I did a Master of Arts in psychology with an emphasis in contemplative psychotherapy, and found that extremely valuable in my own personal development. On the way, I also studied organization development, or organization psychology at American University, and completed a Master of Science degree there. Was really interested in organizations all along, and I still am. So for the past 14 years, I've been working at Regis University teaching in nonprofit management, and a lot of that is online, so I feel very comfortable in the online environment. So that's a little bit about me. I still live in Boulder. So why am I offering this webinar? Well, in looking around, it seems like so many people are looking for love or a committed life partner or spouse. It's the theme of many people's stories. Humans are wired, pardon me for using that word, wired, for family life, partnership, and community, as well as love. It seems like part of our process here on earth is to love, to learn to love and be loved. And of course, our books and movies depict in various ways the longing and the search, and sometimes finding the one for us. And a lot of Hollywood puts out happily ever after endings. However, those kinds of endings don't seem to happen too much on planet Earth, but we keep trying. We know about that longing and the search, but it's a path. Being in relationship with a loved one is a path. And many of us are not prepared for that journey. That is marriage or relationship or partnership. A lot of it has to do with the culture we live in. So why aren't we prepared? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to be saying quite a bit about that. So let's look at our environment here in the US in particular. We can feel the tension around us. You know, if we were metaphorically swimming in an ocean, if we really look at the qualities of the water of the ocean we're swimming in, we can see that the water's moving all the time. It's continually murky. It's churning, and it never really settles. We seem to be bombarded by input from the world, and we get, for instance, instantaneous news of events as they happen. And we seem to be bombarded by incessant marketing. And just coming off of the holiday season, I'm sure many of us are aware of that, especially. The culture at large seems to be about acquisition, getting the latest, the best, the highest quality, the fastest, the shiniest, the sexiest, whatever it happens to be. About, you know, material things. And love relationships. Besides some of the dramas about love relationships, we have other ways of finding a partner or relationship, like eHarmony or Match or speed dating. So yeah, the waters are really murky and white watery, and it seems like the real values of human life are almost invisible. So then what happens to us in this environment? We're not oblivious to our surroundings. We're impacted by this ocean that we're swimming in. We all seem to be in a big frenetic hurry, but to get where? Many of us are overscheduled, overcommitted, and we work more than people do for many other countries. I like this quote from Wayne Miller. He says, "Our culture invariably supposes that action and accomplishment are better than rest, that doing something, anything, is better than doing nothing. And because we don't rest, we lose our way." We seem to take pride in being busy, and I will say there's nothing wrong with being busy or productive. It's just that it's overdone. So we lose a rhythm of rest for ourselves. And this is from a book that I like a lot, from Wayne Muller, Sabbath, Finding Rest, Renewal, and Delight in Our Busy Lives.